Hey, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Tony Green. I am Tony Green, the Psychic Medium. Please be patient while I get Podbean started, which should be now. So here we go. Welcome to Psychic Medium Tony Green. I am about to give you 60 minutes of readings, entertainment, love, joy, happiness, lectures, whatever you want to call it. Here it comes. Right after I do this. Those of you in Radio Land have been saved from me fixing my bangs. Okay. And yes, guess what? When you look at them in the mirror and make sure they're all in place, when it's on camera, it doesn't look the same. I don't know why. But whatever. Here we go. That's not why your hair. That's not why your hair. I know you guys could care less how I look. You just like, give me some goodies. Give me some goodies. Okay, please don't get scammed. I will never ever reach out to you. I will not DM you. I don't DM. Even if people DM me, I do not respond because I don't go into DMs. I just don't. I don't go into my DMs. I don't go into my messages or messengers. I don't do Snapchat. I think that's what it's called, mostly because I'm not a 13-year-old girl. If you do it, I'm sorry if I offended you. I don't do any of those things. I don't. If you want to contact me, that's why I pay for a website. That's why. So you can go to my website. There's one place and one place only. Do not get scammed. Okay. What's my website? Oh, I just heard somebody say that. What's my website? It is in the bio, but I'll tell you, TONIG.info, TonyG.info. I am on Podbean, so if anybody wants to call in while we're doing the show, you can zoom on over to Podbean, connect, and call in. I was having the greatest pre-show with with Rebecca, who is starting to open up. Congratulations, Rebecca. She's starting to hear and see, hear and see the other side. The crazy thing is, she didn't tell me about it. As soon as she got on, I was like, "Who's Juan?" I probably spelled his name wrong at first. And then she was like, "I don't know." And then she said, "Oh, I think her great grandfather." And then she was telling me a little bit. You can go back and read the chat in YouTube, and you will know who the whole conversation kind of. So here's the thing: the beautiful thing is the once it starts, and so for so many people, it's going to be starting as Neptune goes into Aries. There are some other things moving. And one of the biggest things with this movement is for so many people, it is going to open you wide up, wide up, wide open, wide up, wide open. And you're going to notice seeing, hearing, feeling more. Baby step it. You don't have to jump headfirst into the shallow end. You can baby step it, accept it, see it. She was saying she saw a big, beautiful, bright light. I know what that is. I do. I know what it is. And I love it for you, Rebecca. Keep it going. When it starts to happen, if it doesn't feel safe or comfortable or like love, just call in whatever if you believe in angels, if you believe in God, if you believe in Yeshua, whatever you believe in, call it in and ask it to take the fear away, because there's two things in this world. There's really only one thing: love and fear. Fear is an illusion, so make sure you're tapping into the love while you're tapping open, okay? As long as you stay tapped into that love, you are going to have beautiful experiences with it. Excuse my froggy throat this morning and my mispronunciation of words. Yeah, that's a given anytime. Okay. And I will tell you, the more clearings, the more stuff you clear away and heal, the easier and the better it is to get to that good stuff, that really healthy, happy feeling. And I'm not trying to sell you anything because I offer almost every single clearing for free on TikTok. Go over, start listening to I upload them onto other things like Facebook, but Facebook is starting to, after a certain point, they take videos down. So TikTok is the one place right now where they all are since day one. You can also get many of them on YouTube. Many of them are on YouTube also. Okay, I'm on every Monday at noon Central, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, and I answer your questions. If you want to join me on Podbean, you can call in, we can have a conversation, or you can ask your question on Podbean. Put your question in the chat, please, please, please. No general reads. If you want a general read, I'm happy to do that in a private session for the sake of the show and for the sake of everybody else waiting to have their questions answered. A direct question about life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life. And if you want to connect with a loved one on the other side, I just need their first name and their relationship to you. And if you have a question for them, put the question with that. Otherwise, I'll just give you the message that they give. Please don't ask, for the sake of the show, hey Heather, what's going on this month? That's a whole reading. What's coming in for this, or who are my spirit guides? Just give me a spirit guide message. I really need a direct question for the sake of the show. If you've already put that in, just pop in a new question. I'll be happy to answer that question. And because you know what? I'm just going to say this quickly. Happy Monday, Heather. When I used to go to readers, I would have very specific questions that I wanted answered, and they would never get answered. And it would be so frustrating. I would end up sitting there answering their questions. And then I'd pay them for the pleasure of doing that. Not getting my answers, giving them free readings, and paying them on top of it. What the fudgesicles? So please give me a specific question. I'm going to start. Oh, wait, I forgot. Okay, wait. We're going to do songs this morning. The first song I hear is all by myself. I don't want to be. And I have to do that dramatically because, come on. And then the next song is Come On, People Now. Something Together. I think it's like, I don't know. It's a very old song. I don't really know it. The next song is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. I love that song, by the way. Love it. The next song is Jimmy Crack Corn. Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. You have to do that one with like some kind of country slang. What is cracking corn? I don't know what cracking corn is either. I really don't know what cracking corn is. The next song is You Can Ring My Bell. Ring my bell. Do, 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 do. Okay, I think that's Donna Summer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Donna Summer. The next song is okay, this is a child song. This is the church. This is the steeple. Open the door. It's not a song. And see all the people, like that little thing with a child. The next one is, and I'm going to do one more, and then I'll throw a couple names in, and then we'll get going on answering questions. The next one is, One more song, guys. Only one. They're like, it's "We Are the Champions." That's what I heard first, that the one that starts out with, and this is the second time in a short period of song in a short period of time, this song is coming on. Like, they did this song, like, within the past couple weeks too. "We Are the Champions," but the "We Will Rock You," but it goes into "We Are the Champions," that one. Okay, you guys, I actually did some studio time about a couple weeks ago, and I had some really amazing guests in the studio, and that show is now available on WSCS. So if you go to YouTube and you put in WSCS, it's exclusive to WSCS, and it's up now. It's up. It's on. It was really amazing, and I'm so grateful and honored for everybody who showed up and came out to the studio and did that show with me. It was so much fun. It reminded me of all the reasons why I love being in studio with with people, because it's just the interaction is so good. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way back and go to the first, pretty much the first question that I find. Sal, Lucy or Lucinda, I feel like that's somebody, if you don't already know that person, I feel like that person might be coming into your existence soon. I'm not sure in what capacity, but I do feel like they are coming in for you in a very in possibly in a short period of time. Keep in mind that could be their middle name or part of their, I don't know, just any part of their name. Okay. I hope that that's helpful. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Patrick is one of the guests at the studio. Thank you so much, Patrick, for showing up. Hey, Peter G. Um, okay. Patrick's getting his heart procedure done tomorrow. Patrick, we're all going to be praying for you and praying for a really good outcome for you. I know I will be, and I know everybody on here is so kind and loving, and they will be too. Isabella wants to know, hi, Tony. My boyfriend Tyler is planning on moving in with me soon. How will that go? And do you see marriage between us in the future or potential for that to happen? A lot more potential if you don't. Okay. Let me stick to the question at hand. Heather says, good luck, Patrick. It's going to go well. One of the things I would say is don't let little things be big things. This is just what I'm hearing. Moving in doesn't solve problems, nor does it get you. Moving in together is just, it's if there are some things going in, having a baby, getting married, if there's some things going on, having a baby, getting married, and moving in together does not solve them. However, I am going to say this. I feel like the two of you moving in together will be very helpful in understanding each other better. Remember, in a relationship, it's a process of getting to know the other person. And you never completely know another person, even when you live with them. So just be patient, be understanding, make sure communication is at the forefront of everything. And I think it will be okay. There, of course, are going to be one or two complications no matter what. Every relationship has a couple little bumps. It's not the bump, it's how you handle the bump. Okay. Just make sure you keep communication open and don't have expectations that are too out there. That's what I'm getting for you, love. Hey, LP. Hey, forward moving. It's Peter. You crack me up. You just crack me up, Peter. Um, Paul wants to know, hello, Tony. Have a question. Did my cousin Tim get a restaurant on the afterlife? He tries so hard to get one here on Earth. Thank you from the USA. Paul, the afterlife is a little. He, I'll tell you this, Paul, in the afterlife, he can see exactly why he did not get a restaurant. He understands it completely now, and he's really grateful he didn't. It would have been, if you think this is his comment to you, if you think getting a restaurant is difficult, try running one and owning one and making it work. He understands why now. Plus, he there's something about him with stress. Now, restaurants are one of the most stressful businesses you can own because some businesses you can go in and it can just be you, right? But then with a restaurant, you have so many other people you're in charge of that can make and or break you and your restaurant. So he's actually in the afterlife, he's really grateful it all happened the way it did. And Paul, thank you so much for asking about him. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patrick, for saying that. I really, really appreciate it. Um, I really appreciate that. Uh, so I asked Aaron earlier. Aaron is looking for a facility to do a home sort of thing. And Aaron, one of the things that came to me over the weekend is look at a couple different ideas. Just you can do a house, but you can also do like if you can find a hotel, an older, not older, but like a certain type, a smaller hotel or motel, and or a building that already has rooms in it. And here's a thing I found out this past weekend, Aaron, is that if you if you purchase a property and you're going to put one disabled person in it or one veteran in it, Home Depot gives grants of up to $500,000. I suppose that depends on the size of the project and what you're remodeling. That may be something you want to look into, along with other grants for the type of business that you're opening and grants for women in business, healthcare, and also for disabled people or whatever it is you're doing. Make a list of every category and then look up grants. Okay. That will be very, very helpful for you, Aaron. Okay. Here we are. We're caught up. Justice for All says, good afternoon. Can I get a message from my loved one feeling a bit in limbo? Justice, can you please give me a name of a loved one? Here's another message. I can say I've been feeling more nurtured to catch up on rest lately. I needed it. Just concerned about my family moving forward. With my family come a peaceful terms, I am ready to move. Am I ready to move back home? Okay, Justice, and I appreciate all the questions, but I really love all the questions, but I try to do one per person. If you have a lot of questions, and it seems like you do, Justice, the best thing to do is schedule a private session. But for the sake of the show, we can either connect with one loved one or we can answer one question. Justice, if you could just put in the bottom, put in the chat what you prefer, I'll be happy to do that for you. LP says, I'm trying to clear, but a lot of stuff is still sticking. Go to the either my TikTok or go to my shorts on YouTube and just keep at it. Sometimes it takes a moment for things to just pull, LP, but once they do, you will be so, so happy. And sometimes things pull right away, but you don't feel it, but then it takes about a week or 2 weeks or a month, and then all of a sudden your mind is working differently and everything is opening up for you. So please don't give up, just keep working on it. Not everybody feels everything right away, and all the effects don't happen right away, LP. Um, LP wants to know, may I ask what's coming in for me in love? LP, you have the potential to meet somebody. Well, they're saying March, but that would be today. So you better get out and about. That's what I would say. You have the potential to meet somebody. I don't know if this makes sense to you, LP, but today, tomorrow, like within, I'm going to say within a month, just to give it a little bit of time. But if you're out and about today and tomorrow, you do have the potential to meet someone. I do feel like it would be somebody that it could be somebody significant. Now, don't try to figure out where the place is that you're supposed to go. If you already have plans, stick with those plans, move forward on them. And if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. If you don't have plans, maybe, go to the places where you like to do things, maybe the gym, maybe wherever it is that you like to do things and be out and about. Um, Maybe if you don't if you don't have plans and you don't know where to go, go shopping. The ratio of men to women in stores is crazy, or women to men in stores is crazy. So, depending on, whatever, that's what I would say to you. That's just a thought, but, I'm going to say this for everybody listening. If you're single and you're looking, sometimes the first person you meet is the distraction, and the distraction is always there, and I cannot be more clear about this. Somebody who gives you butterflies or makes you feel excited is not always the person, and we feel like, "Oh my gosh, I felt that energy," but that's the same feeling you feel when you get nervous, or it's a warning over a winning. That's the only way I can phrase that. Sometimes the person that you meet and it feels very peaceful, that's the person. And it might seem like, "Oh, but there was no special feeling," but maybe that special feeling is more of a warning than a, "Yes, this is it." Um, I am going to say anytime someone comes into your life, it should be a win-win or a building together or a however you wanna say it, it should just be something where it feels comfortable and safe the whole way through. And if there's a lesson in a relationship, a partnership, or with anybody, it's to pick you. You should never be put in a situation where you are, possibly, um you're not loving yourself completely because you're trying to love this person or give to this person or do for this person. It should be always because we're all adults in a love situation. We should all be adults. And if we are in a situation where we're having to uh, take care of or whatever somebody else, that's a little different. So I'm just going to leave that there and hopefully everybody understands what I mean by that. Okay, hi Tony. Will I meet my twin flame in this lifetime? Jay Francis, let's pray you don't. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to say this, and whatever your opinion is, that's okay. I'm not here to change beliefs. I'm just here to tell you my understanding of things. You have the right to believe and want what you want. A twin flame is a very chaotic, according to what twin flames is, it's a very chaotic, unhealthy relationship. And twin flame title just came up recently. All of a sudden, somebody put a new name on an old situation. My understanding from everything I hear about twin flames is that it's just a person who's in and out of the relationship, an FB or an FG, F boy or an F girl. Somebody who doesn't know what they want and they're in and they're out and you're chasing and you're who for the love of all the flowers on this earth, no thank you. Once you put a title on a person, it makes them and the relationship much more important, and it's more difficult to get out of if it's dysfunctional. So if you say, "But this is my soulmate," your soulmate would never treat you like that, sweetie. The one that is for you is going to be consistent, caring, loving, attentive, not in and out, not because of a title. Don't even think about titles when you're just dating and getting ready to meet somebody. Don't put titles on them. That's a lot of expectation and a lot of responsibility for the other person who may not even know what you're talking about or or really any of that. So, Jay Francis, please, all these titles and things, just go for like, am I going to meet a healthy, loving partner? That's the biggest thing. And then don't give it like, oh, this is my twin flame. That's like saying, oh, this is my prince and I'm Cinderella. And I don't mean to demean it or take away from it, but seriously, men, you tell a man I manifested you, or you're my twin flame, or you're my soulmate, they're probably gonna freaking go running. They're gonna be like, "Are you a witch? What'd you do?" I mean, seriously, let's be mature about it and just say, "Listen, the right guy is just going to know how to treat me. It doesn't matter what I call the relationship." And I'm going to tell you the best relationship doesn't need a freaking title. A good, healthy relationship doesn't need a title. It doesn't need to be more special than anybody else's relationship. It doesn't need to be more like we're soulmates for we've shared 20 lives together. That's a story that is not even about the 2 of you. That's you making the relationship so much more for whatever reason, and I can spend 2 hours talking about that, and I'm not going to. What I'm going to say is I'm going to re-ask your question in a completely different way, and I'm just gonna say, "Tony, will I meet a healthy, loving partner in this lifetime?" Yes. Change your perspective and your titles. Ask for what's important, somebody who's caring, loving, attentive, who wants a monogamous relationship, the same things that you do, and you will meet them. Please do never ask for a twin flame. Never. Uh, and not only because that is one of, according to the descriptions that I've heard about twin flames, that is one of the most chaotic, destructive relationships anybody could ever have. Unhealthy, toxic, all the way. So please think about that. And nobody's soul splits at any time in this world or before this world. Even twins and triplets are born with their own soul. Your soul doesn't split over there and then two people are frantically searching to reunite the soul. Your soul never ever splits. Never. 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 No. Stop listening to these people selling. Stop. Okay, enough about that. I've just probably lost Jay Francis. She's like, I don't ever want to hear this again. I want to believe in my fairy tale. And that's fine. You can. Okay. Annie wants to know, hello, Tony. I'm getting a nudge to switch careers from coaching to more of an cartoonist. I'm sorry, Annie. Cartoonist painter line. I want to know if I'm making the switch is the right move. I want to know if making the switch is, yeah, you know what, Annie, and you don't have to give up one to do the other. You can separate or schedule times and days, and you will be very, very happy with what you come up with. I feel like you will be very happy with how you can flow into each of them. There are a lot of people that are going to be changing careers, changing locations, changing everything through this year and into next year. But when you feel it, when it comes and you feel it, go for it. 100% go for it. Okay. I'm going to go over to Podbean. Heather has a question. Any idea how to get the money that's owed to me from Paul? Court ordered, but still hasn't paid. Have you garnished his wages? The only thing I can think is if he works, garnish the wages. I know you have to go back to court, but that will be added on and included in the court cost if you garnish wages. You can add that on to I believe, yes, they will make you pay to go back to court, but you can add that on, like he could have to pay for all court costs also. He could have to pay for all court costs also. If you don't want to garnish his wages, there's nothing you can do. He won't care because it's already on his record. There's nothing else that will have him pay you because if he were a good person that was going to pay it back, he already would have. And unfortunately, that's the sad truth. Even though they put a lien on his stuff, there's so many ways to do things under the table that will change. Like you can say you gave somebody something like a truck and then they just pay you cash. But what I would recommend is if you don't want to go back and garnish wages, they already have a lien on his things. He's just gonna, he's very stubborn about this, and it's become a thing where who's gonna win, unfortunately, Heather. So what I would say is, see, if I were in a situation like that, it would be, I know I can't tell you on the air what I would do, but what I can do right now is, Paul owes Heather money. He's gonna pay her. No, let's clear that. We'll see what that does, and if it helps, you let me know, okay? Thank you so much, Heather, for the question. I'm gonna go to, Forward Moving wants to know, will I get my money this week? No. March, is she gonna get her money? You're gonna get it sometime in April, at least some of it. During the month of April, first week, second week, second to third week looks much stronger for you. Okay, forward moving. The second to third week of April looks much stronger for you getting the money than this week. And I see the 14th, possibly the 15th, depending. Okay, love? Terry T had a huge argument with a coworker who just did not do her job and threw a fit. and threw a fit. I think I even scared myself. Hopefully, I won't get in trouble. Oh, in the era of feelings, you did not let your negative ones come out, did you? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say this, and I know it's wrong. I I can't even imagine dealing with some of the people in jobs today because they know with HR and they know with the laws, they really don't necessarily have to do their full job. They can just get away with a lot. Um, your question is, hopefully I won't get into trouble. Maybe a little, because in today's work world, it's never acceptable to be anything but, patient and kind and blah, blah, blah. So, just, very sorry, it'll never happen again. Can you have somebody else deal with this worker perhaps? Okay. Gigi, or I'm sorry, not Gigi, Lily. Lily wants to know any advice on where I can find this attorney I need to straighten out this paperwork, my dad's estate. Lily, I would have to ask a lot of questions on that as far as it would take more than this to help you with that. What I can tell you though is this. I think you're gonna find him this attorney in a basic, like, Google search. I don't think anyone is gonna know this person, like, you're not gonna be referred to this person. I just feel like it's gonna be a basic Google search. You're gonna get online and search and, read the reviews. That's the most important thing I'm hearing is read the reviews, okay, love? You are welcome, Patrick. Every time I go to scroll down just a little bit, it pops me all the way to the bottom. Uh, I just want to know, will this affect me? Thanks, Tony. I think I answered that. Yes, I did. Terry, just again, I don't feel like you'll get fired or written up. I think that there will be a conversation about it, but I do feel like the conversation is gonna leave you a little frustrated. So please know that, and I'm it's difficult to manage people because people are not manageable. They are not. They are not. Sal, I will let you know if a Lucy comes into my life. Please do. Please do. And then I hear the song Sal, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. So whatever that means, I don't know. Um, Teresa wants to know, hello, Tony. How are you? Good. Thank you. Now that C has had time to reflect, what does he think, feel about our relationship? C is just contemplating, and I really listen, ladies, listen, ladies, um, men are very, very different than women. They don't have all the feeling hormones. They don't have all the estrogen and progesterone and the I'm gonna cry at this movie. I'm gonna, beyond my control. Men don't have that. They have testosterone and lots of it. Lucky ducks. That's why they can do like the things men do. Um, so the one thing I can say is men look at relationships from what I understand. Men, if you want to tell me if I'm right or wrong, or put your 2 cents into the chat, please do. Men look at something like, is this gonna be a pain in my butt? Is this gonna continue? Or is it gonna pass? Like, if there's a problem, a lot of times men would just walk away, not even because they have somebody else, just because they don't wanna deal with that sort of stuff, situations and complications. Um, they'll give it time and they'll come back when they think it's smoothed over, when they think you're not upset anymore. They're not going to address it. They're totally not going to want to sit down and have a 2-hour heart to heart because, again, they don't have estrogen. They're not filled with the hormones we are that say, I want my heart to be happy. They're filled with the hormone that says, I want my penis to be happy. Facts are facts. Not that men aren't caring or can't be caring. They just don't have that level of emotional stuff that we do. So, if I'm being honest with you, this person does not like conflict, will not want to be around conflict. And that's most men because they don't know how to, not that they don't know how to, they would rather just not sit down and have those long conversations. Because, in case we haven't noticed, girls, men are not the talkers of the universe. They're not, even when they're with their buddies watching sports. Good game. Yeah. Get a beer? Yeah. Wings? Yeah. We don't watch men and go, "Oh my god, they're in such an in-depth, deep conversation. Oh my gosh. How was that girl last night?" Good. Y Even with their buddies. I mean, we have to, like, put it in its proper place. We want a man that can be like a woman with us, but they can't be like a woman with us because they're a man. And we want testosterone men with a lot of testosterone, but then we want them to be soft and mushy with us. It does not mix. Women, we have to like pick a lane and stick in it and understand this is how a man is and this is how he's going to be, and we have to work within that sometimes if we want the man. What I'm going to say is, after a period of time when he thinks not when he's done being upset, but when he thinks you don't care anymore, it's not a deal anymore, to pop back up and then like not want to talk about it. So don't bring it up again. Like, it's over, it's done. If you can handle that, you can handle that. If not, not. Okay, Erin wants to know, is there anything you should be aware of at work? Did you get in trouble, Erin? No, she did not. Erin did not get in trouble. No, there's gonna be complications, I hear conflict, but not with you, like around you. There's going to be just a lot of like chaos and stuff around you. I don't feel like it's going to have anything to do with you. If you can stay out of it, stay as far out of it as possible. If there's something more exact you're looking for, Erin, please let me know. Catherine wants to know, hi, Tony, do you see long-term stability in my current job? Yes, as long as you want it, as long as you want that stability is as long as it will be there. Okay. And over here, I keep, okay. So, you guys, I want to tell you something. Yeah, I am taking callers on Podbean, but when the Podbean screen is to the side of me and the YouTube screen is in front of me. And when I'm answering questions, half the time my eyes are closed or I'm focused in on the question. And if I don't see your call come in, I apologize, but I don't want to take caller in the middle of answering a question and then have to stop answering the question and say, oh, don't put yourself on mute and I'll be with you in a moment. I'm trying to be very attentive to whomever I'm addressing in the moment. And I know, and sometimes I'm like not even seeing the call come in because I'm looking over here. And I apologize for that because I do want callers on Podbean. I really do. Kate wants to know, hi Tony, what the heck happened with that solar eclipse and the new moon? Oh my God, so much. So much. It's like we had a whole new world. We went into a whole new world. It feels like when I got up this morning and I had completely spaced on putting my show together and airing it. It felt like I hadn't done it for a month. Who else feels like that? Put it in the chat. Who else feels like this? Okay, that wasn't Oliver question. I was in bed for 2 days and not sick, just lethargic. Perfectly normal during this. Any message on why that was so strong for me? Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Heather says yes to. Here's what I'm going to tell you. This was the final eclipse in Aries, and it's been going on for a year and a half. So whatever's been going on for a year and a half with these Aries eclipses, it's over. It's done. This ended it. Now, the next thing that I would say about this, it's not only that it was an eclipse, a new moon and an eclipse. Neptune, I believe yesterday, Neptune, the 29th, Neptune also moved into Aries. And I'm not an astrologer, you guys. I'm really not. I can refer one on YouTube. I love listening to his stuff. He's such a little, he's just so entertaining the way he does each sign. I only listen to my sign, but his name is, the name of his channel is Tarot Ship, TAROTSHIP. And he lays out everything astrologically, and then he lays out everything, with a tarot layout. And he does the month, and then he does it by the week also. And he's been talking, whatever I tell you guys about on this show astrologically, I pretty much get it from him. But there's all these different planets moving, including Neptune, which I believe has not moved in 168 years. We haven't been here since the 1800s, I believe. But there's something else moving that has not moved for like a very long time. That we're going, and something just went into Aquarius. So there's all these things moving, which are taking out the past, bringing in the new, opening up intuition for so many people. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now in the sky. It's a lot going on all over the place. So just be patient with yourself, nurture yourself. If you take, if you do whatever you do to nurture yourself, do it, because there are big, huge changes coming in. Some people are saying, like, when I'm scrolling and watching, they're saying everything we knew will never be the same again, because we just moved out of certain things into new things, like going into Aries with, I believe it's Neptune, and going into Aquarius with something else. Those things are so huge right now. Those are huge. Like, just just be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, um, and allow yourself to sleep. Heather saying those naps are so good right now. No shame. That's right. No shame whatsoever. And just allow yourself to be in that space and to have that. Darlene, if you call in right now, I'll be able to answer that question for you. And um and help you. But keep in mind, you guys, if I am here or there, it will be one or the other. So please know that. No, I don't see you in the call. I don't see you on the call board, so you'll have to call in again, love. So, okay, there we go. Okay. Hey, Darlene, how are you?
Hello.
Hey there.
Oh, I'm good, but I'm also scared because I didn't know whether to sell my boat or move it. So I contacted a towing company that will move it. It's going to cost me a fortune, and then so I just signed the contract and put a down payment on the marina. So I'm really nervous because it's going to be like $60 extra a month. And the marina owner where I'm at now, I tried to tell him that I really couldn't afford him. And I'm like, well, if he's going to be as expensive as everybody else, I'd rather go where I really want to be. And that's in the next little town. So I don't know how he's going to take it, because when I asked him for my motor back, and he wasn't very kind about it. You know, at first he was kind to me and hugged me when I told him I couldn't afford it. But then when I asked him for my motor back, I said, maybe my son can work on it since I can't afford it right now. He's like, well, I've already worked on it a little bit. He ain't touched that damn motor. But anyways, so I just wonder, how am I going to be doing in my new spot? And I hope to God I'm making the right move. And I think I'm just worried about, is he going to give me a lot of problems? And is he going to charge me out the butt to fix my motor? He's only had it for 4 years.
Okay, here's the thing. Proof of work is what I'm hearing. He needs to show proof of work in what he's done and in any parts. Have your son go get it and deal with him. Don't even deal with it. Don't deal with him. Just have your son go pick it up and ask for proof of work, proof of parts. And every part for any motor, vehicle, boat, motorcycle, anything has a serial number. So you can compare the serial number on the part to the parts in the motor. So if he says, like, oh, I got this part, I got that part, look at the serial numbers on the invoice and the serial number on the motor, and you will know if it's a lie or not. Don't deal with him. Have your son go pick it up. And moving is the best thing for you. And you will find peace and new people in the next space that you're going to. And I know you will enjoy it a lot more than where you have been. Meet people in different places than what you have met them in the past. So, like, if you've been meeting people in bars, don't go to the bars. Meet people in different places, new places, like at farmers market or grocers or whatever, so that you can have new experiences with people. Sweetie, I really, really hope that helps you a great deal. And thank you so much for your question. And hopefully, now that you're moving, we won't have to answer that question anymore. Um, Kate, but thank you so much for calling in and thank you for asking. Kate wants to know, let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, we answered that. Okay, we're going to go to Dupree. Dupree wants to know, hi, Tony. Have you felt a shift in the energies? Yes, in the past 2 days. I felt it for like the past month. Seriously, it's been crazy. I've been very emotional the last couple of days. Very normal, very normal. So not sure if it's just me or it's everybody everywhere and everything. And I'm going to tell you, some people online keep saying this. I don't know if it's true or not. Here's hoping. If your ex didn't come out, and also Venus and Mercury are retrograde pretty much at the same time right now. And they're saying if your ex did not come back during these retrogrades, you've learned your karmic lesson and it's over. I don't know if that's true, but all that's going on right now is helping us to purge everything so that we can go into a whole new thing. Let it out. Don't feel bad. Take the nap. Have the cry. Get a punching bag, punch it out, or just run if you can. Do whatever you need to do. Sit in. One of the things, I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people, it's very difficult for a lot of people to do. Turn off everything and just sit. And I'm going to give you one further. If you turn off everything and you just sit and it's dark in the room, you will start to see the orbs, the little specks of light. And that, so awesome. You'll start to see the little specks of light and the little specks of, they'll get bigger. And if you really just can sit in it, your thoughts eventually will slow down and calm down and be in that really amazing space for you. But turn everything off, because when you don't take the time to do that during the day, the moment you get into bed, it will happen with all the thoughts. If you just take some time and turn everything off and just sit there and allow it to all come to the surface, you will be in such a better place going through all of this, okay? And one of the things I want to say, and this is if you can embrace this, it's going to help you so much moving forward. Everything that happens for you, not to you. You might not be able to see the blessing in the mess, but it is a blessing. Everything is being divinely moved or moved out for you. And when something is moved out by force or by choice, somebody's choice, your choice, somebody else's choice, there is something else right around the corner. And as soon as you can let go of whatever was moved out, as soon as you can come to peace and just say you don't have to say a lot. All you have to say is, it's done. It's over. I accept it. I'm everything happened. It taught me whatever it taught me, whatever you need to say, so you can let it go. The sooner the next thing is going to come in, the sooner the blessings will start to appear, the sooner you will be at peace again. But you have to let anything and everything that's leaving right now, let it leave. Let it leave. There's if it's leaving forever, it's okay. That means that something really big and powerful is going to come into your life. We ask for blessings, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to testify right now. Some blessings cannot come into your life while certain people are in your life because they will take up your blessing. They will ruin your blessing. They will use your blessing. These blessings are made for you. These blessings are not supposed to be polluted by other people. And you keep asking for blessings and blessings and blessings, but you keep keeping the wrong people in your life. And when you're keeping these wrong people in your life, like your blessings are on this level and certain situations are on this level. And if you keep this level in, you're not going to get this blessing. We all have people in our life that would gladly, buy me 2 hamburgers today and I'll pay you Wednesday, and Wednesday never comes around. Ask Heather. Ask Heather. She just said it. Like, she had to literally take somebody to court because she gave somebody a blessing. They won't give it back. So in order for us to get our blessings, sometimes we have to let go of those who have always been the gimmies, the manipulators, the liars, the cheaters, the takers, but never giving. Those that will take your energy, your money, your love, and leave you on the floor crying. If you want your blessing, sometimes you have to let those things go, as hard as it is. You have to choose between the future you could have and the past that just dragged you to where you are. It just dragged you. Face down, dragged you to where you are. And the moment you take off that coat that all of them are hanging on to and you walk out, those blessings will come in. That brighter day is waiting for you. Leave that. And I know it can be difficult, and I know sometimes it hurts to let go of something because you feel like you failed. The only failure is staying in something that is harming you. Walk away, get your blessings, start your life. And this whole thing that's going on right now is detaching people, places, things from the past that did not work out for you. Let it. Let it. Sometimes prayers can't be answered until you do what you know deep inside in your head and in your heart you need to do. So just do it. On that, I love each and every one of you so stinking much. I will be back for sure on Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. If I did not answer your question today, I apologize. I will get to you on Wednesday at 7 p.m., or you can come back. If you hit the buttons, you'll know when I'm going to go live, and you can join me on one of my pop-up shows. I love you all so much. Have an absolutely amazing rest of the day.